Class is in session, guys. This is Professor Ganymede. So, update. My camera has broken. Like, my camera that I used to stream and record my videos has broken. I don't know what the heck happened to it. It just stopped working. It's not the USB ports. So, I need to order myself a new one. Which means I need to find a good one. I need to save up some money. And then you'll be back to seeing my face and my Disney shirts and all that. But until then, just got to bear with my voice. So let's do it. So what are we going to do for this video? We're actually going to be trying out a new playstyle. So I've been trying out the Disruptive Lucio playstyle, which is a much more aggressive playstyle, kind of like what you'll see people like Dahak and Grego playing. You know, Grego plays kind of a more damagey playstyle, but mine is more disruptive, where I try to run in during combat. I use speed buff. I try to knock people back. I try to get, damage on people. Just generally, I'm a lot more aggressive. I'm trying to see how effective that is and compare it to my playstyle that I've been teaching you guys, which I basically call it the UAV playstyle. And if you ever play Call of Duty, the UAV is just, you play passively, you carry like an aura bot, you scout for your team, you're the eyes of your team, you see everything, you know everything, you know where the enemy is, you know where your allies are, you know when to speed buff, you know how the fight's going. But with this playstyle, this is more aggressive. You're up in combat a lot more. It's a lot more dangerous, but it can be a very rewarding. So this is a very high risk, high reward playstyle. And people are telling me, oh no, you should be doing this. Alright, so let's just watch how I play it, and I'll just, we'll see what my thoughts are after the video. And this is one of my better games. This is one of my better games. I've been practicing this for like a week now. This is one of my better games with this kind of playstyle. Yeah, so one thing I like to do with this playstyle is I actually like to disrupt flankers, because that's pretty. But the point of this playstyle is to use my knockback pretty much constantly. And the best use of my knockback is to, use it on people who would be disrupted by the knockback. So this is usually flankers, making them out of position. So like Genji, so like Reaper, Tracer, Mei. I just kind of pick out these targets, and during combat, I just knock them away. And I just try to be a general nuisance. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I am constantly following around this Reaper and just knocking him back, like off cooldown. Like that's just my whole, that's 100% of the goal that I'm trying to do. I'm just knocking him away from combat. While trying to, and of course I'm still affecting people with my auras. It's just that what's going on is I'm not really paying attention very much to my team. Like I'm pretty much paying no attention to my team at all, unless I happen to be facing their direction, because that happens to be the direction where where that enemy is. Like this, the only reason I'm even looking at my team right now is because there's a Reaper back here. Like, and you'll see this in the way Grego plays and the way a lot of aggressive Lucio plays. Like, the only time they see their team is when their team the people on their screen happens to be on the screen at the same time as the enemy they're focused on. So, as opposed to the UAV playstyle, this playstyle is a lot more enemy focused. Like here's this Reaper again. I'm just kind of hunting him. Look at that. This guy hunting him down, keeping him out of combat. It's like, go away. Screw you. There we go. That was a good up. I think that was pretty good up. And then I try to kind of try to fight the supports. Like, I don't think I'm gonna kill the supports because you're Lucio. I'd have a better chance if I had better aim, but even if I had amazing aim, your job isn't really to kill the supports, it's more to pull aggro to make it so the enemy team has to protect their supports. Because, if someone's attacking the supports, someone has to turn around and protect them. Haha! Fuck. Just knocked them away. So I'm just kind of like, again, just went in combat with the speed buff on most of the time. And so I make up, so if I have the speed buff, obviously I'm not getting much healing. I'll heal when I have my amp, but if I'm in combat, I use the speed buff, and I make up for the fact that I'm not getting ult with my healing by just doing damage instead. which the damage is mostly used to, finish off low targets, build my ult, scout enemy health, and distract people. I mean, people are very distracted by damage. Like, no one wants to be shot at. So this is the kind of like the bumblebee play style. It's just you're just a nuisance. How do I like this play style? I think it's viable. I think with proper refinement, you can get really high. I mean, this is what I see most Lucios playing like, and what people advocate for. So I go on Reddit and I go on YouTube and all this, and mostly on Reddit. Like people are watching my gameplay. They're like, you don't shoot enough. You need to shoot more. You need to be more aggressive. Because in my playstyle specifically, my UAV playstyle, that was a short game. So that was that game. And while I'm talking, I'm going to show you the next game, which I'm pretty sure we lose. Just because, I didn't even die that round. But I just showed you a good game. I'm going to show you a game where we lose as well. The thing about my playstyle is I kind of play this passive playstyle to do other things, like to be safe, to always be available when my team needs me. To use my playstyle is the playstyle you'll see of pro players when they're actually playing in game. What am I doing in gold? This is my Smurf. This is my Smurf. Yeah, I was answering someone in my stream chat. But yeah, so my playstyle is something I see in pro games, because my playstyle is the more reliable playstyle, as in that you'll get pretty much consistent results all the time. Like you're very rarely gonna die. You're always gonna be around the hill. You're gonna have great ultimates because you have exceptional situational awareness because you see everything. But you sacrifice the ability to knock people back and to do lots of damage, and you are trading damage for map awareness and situational awareness and awareness of the enemy and awareness of your team. Basically, you're just trading it. You're trading damage and knockback utility for situational awareness. I think that's a good trade. I think that's the most reliable play. I think it's viable. Whether it's most reliable, I'm not going to say it's most reliable. I think it's very viable, though. I wouldn't say that any one play style is better than the other, but other people vehemently disagree, which they can. But I mean, this play style is very unreliable. Like, I mean, if there's you're gonna die a lot in this play style. I mean, no matter how good you are, you're gonna die a lot. There's just things that are gonna kill you, and just to do your job. Just to be around to do your job. To be close to someone to knock them back puts you in a very dangerous situation. I mean, like, let's say there's a Reaper on your Mercy, and you're on the high ground, and or you're right next to it. You drop down to knock that Reaper away. Well, now you're in the line of sight of the enemy right next to an enemy. Like, now you're just as vulnerable as that Mercy. Now, I mean, how many things could kill you? There could be a Reinhardt Earth Chatter. There could be a McCree ult. A McCree could just flashbang you. A May can walk up on you. That Reaper may not be alone. Now, you are harder to kill, so it's harder for Reaper to kill you than it is for him to kill Mercy. Which is the benefit. Like that's the logic people use. Lucio is so hard to kill, he should be using his health pool to go and do a bunch of stuff because he's so hard to kill. But he definitely can be killed. I mean, you might put yourself in a position for a Roadhog hook, just doing the basic job. Now, the better you get, the less you'll die, because the more the more situations you'll be able to take control over. Like you'll have it in your mind, like, okay, I know that there's this Reaper. And I know that, Roadhog's over here. I'm going to wait to specifically for his hook cooldown. Okay, there's the Roadhog hook cooldown. he's not a threat to me very much, and Reaper's not a threat. I can safely go and wreak havoc for 6 seconds, and then I'm gonna pull back. Oh, and I know McCree has his ultimate, and I know where McCree is generally. I just see the kill feed. McCree's dead. I don't have to worry about him. So you start getting way better at doing this. But then again, you start with my playstyle. You get better at that as well, where you become literally you see everything that's going on. Like you know everything. You can communicate everything to your team with my playstyle, and with this you can do this kind of aggressive damagey. So I knocked that guy off the map. I don't know how I knocked the Genji off the map. I mean, we're in gold, so I guess he's not the best Genji ever. But yeah, you can you'll get better at both playstyles the more you play it. So that's why I say that I can't say that either playstyle is specifically better than the other. If you guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think? I mean, I've had a ton of people tell me that once they started playing my playstyle, they improved so much, or following my tips, staying on the high ground. Because the thing about this playstyle is we lost that. Is you aren't really on the high ground. You need to be in a position to knock people back, which means you need to be within like 5 feet of them. So there's a demonstration of the new disruptive Lucio playstyle. I'm probably going to put out a little more videos about it. I'm going to be practicing more with the playstyle, changing up the playstyle, maybe integrating my UAV playstyle into the what do you call it? The distraction Lucio playstyle, or integrating some of the features of the distraction Lucio playstyle into the UAV playstyle. Like maybe I'll stay on the high ground, and then sometimes when I think there's a good opportunity, I'll jump down and go into speed buff and start speeding. And then when I think I've accomplished what I need to accomplish, I'll get back to the high ground. Stuff like that. Even though, again, when you watch players like Grego or DeHawk, they really don't do that. They're just kind of constantly up in people's faces, kind of like what I was doing in this game. So tell me what you guys think. What do you think of the playstyles, the UAV playstyle versus the aggressive or distraction Lucio playstyle? So thanks for watching. This has been Professor Ganymede. Class dismissed.